Hello traders, and welcome to Trading the Trend. I am Dennis, and this is my report for week ending May 20th. And here we're looking at the S&P 500 weekly chart, and we finally broke that 3-week down move, but it wasn't much of a break. We ended up with a long-legged doji, and we're sitting right at some major support here. And if you look at this on the daily, we clearly have a little head and shoulder pattern going here, but we did get a false break of that head and shoulders here on Thursday with a pin bar reversal. We had follow through to the upside, but we finished well off the high, so that's not real promising, and we're still below the 50-day moving average. So it's kind of an iffy situation here for stocks. You know, if we can't get back up above that 50 and then we start moving down again, there's really no support down here. So this could get ugly if we can't get back above that 50-day moving average real soon. Now let's take a look at the US dollar index. Usually when you get a stronger dollar, it doesn't help your stock market much. And right now, we started at beginning of the month with a nice reversal candle, and then we've had 2 weeks of continuation. The dollar seems to like what the Federal Reserve is saying. I guess interest rates are back on the table, so as long as interest rates are on the table, we should see the US dollar continue to rise, and that's how I'm going to be playing it. Now let's look at a few commodities. The gold miners index I've been following. We've had our 3rd down week in a row. This index did not respond very well to what they heard from the Federal Reserve. A strong dollar is usually not good for gold, and it affected this market here. It did, however, rally at the end of the week, so as long as we can stay above this white line here, I'm going to continue to be bullish. Metals, if it dips below there, then I may have to reevaluate. Moving on to oil. Oil had another up week. It's not making big advances. It's just kind of steadily moving higher. We will be seeing some major resistance up here just above $50 a barrel. If it can get through there, then we'll be looking for it to get up to 60. But this is likely going to take some time, and since we're moving into the summer driving season, don't see any reason for oil prices not to continue to move higher. Now let's look at some currencies. First, we'll take a look. Let's do this one. My strong week rankings currently. This was as of close on Friday. The pound is still hanging in there at number 1 with the dollar right behind it, but the dollar is the play I'm really focusing on here. The Aussie dollar, it remains weak with the Aussie Federal Reserve lowering interest rates and the U.S. Reserve talking about increasing interest rates. That makes this a good trade right here. We'll get into that here in a second. Now let's look at some currency pairs. Here is the euro US dollar weekly chart. 3 weeks ago we had this nice pin bar reversal right at resistance, and we've had 2 weeks of follow through, so we're clearly moving back lower. With the euro US dollar, you're going to see this similar pattern in most all your US dollar pairs right now. So look for bullish entries in US dollar with every pair except the pound right now. Let's also look at the Aussie US dollar. We had the evening star pattern here and then 3 straight down weeks, so the trend is definitely down here. We do have some major support down here at 0.69, so maybe this thing gets down here and stalls. We'll have to see, but it's got a few hundred pips to move yet. Now let's look at the US dollar, Canadian dollar. This has been a bit disappointing. I was hoping this oil move would continue this currency down. It hasn't worked out. We've had the nice reversal here at the beginning of the month, and then we've had a couple weeks of follow through. So this looks like it's going to continue to push its way higher, even though the price of oil is continuing to go up. Now I got one more I want to share with you. Okay, this is the euro pound, and then we had this nice reversal candle right after breaking through the 200-week moving average. And if we look at this on the daily, we have a real nice looking head and shoulders top here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, a nice slanted neckline. We broke that neckline on Wednesday. We've pulled back a little bit on Friday. Maybe if we pull back all the way to the neckline, that might be a good short entry right there, and then we should see prices head lower. So I will definitely be looking for a short entry on this one, and that's what I have for you for this week. So hopefully y'all have a great rest of your weekend, and I will talk to you later.